Hello, everyone. It's me again, Cherie. I am coming to you today with my daughter. I have gotten a lot of messages and comments and text messages and everything about how is my daughter feeling about, the breast cancer and everything. And so I just decided, to let her record with me to give her opinion on how she's feeling and everything. This is my daughter, Shamari.
Hi. Hi.
And she is 14 years old. So whenever I told her about it, it was, I don't know, like, how did do you remember the day I told you?
When you told me, I was just like, okay.
Yeah, I don't think she cried or anything.
Because there's a part of me that was like, oh, it's not that serious, So in a way, I kind of just swept it under the rug. But I still acknowledged that she had it. I just didn't really, try to pay attention to it or, try to think about it so I wouldn't be sad.
Yeah, so I know I kept, as me going to the doctor's office and everything, I know I kept asking her, how do you feel? How do you feel? Because it was just, no response that I got from her. But I just kept asking, how do you feel? I'm fine, it was just like, I'm fine, I'm okay, but I still didn't get, any emotions or anything back from her. But she did tell me, that she did, had a down moment one time, and she consulted her friends. And
actually, this weekend, I also cried too, because I don't know why. I'm a very sensitive person, and I don't know why. I don't know where I get that from, and I'm really sensitive. So I just I could literally cry at the drop of a hat. It's annoying. But I was listening to I guess sad songs, and it just made me think of my mom, and I started crying because it reminded me of all the times that we've had arguments, or we would or I would be mean to you or whatever, and I really feel bad that because in the past, I was a terrible child. And so...
No, you was not.
Anyway, I wasn't a good kid. I was a good kid, but
yes, you was a good kid. You are a good kid. You're not a terrible child.
I'm not saying I was terrible, crazy, but I did have I don't know, I was just
a smart mouth,
I guess.
But as most adults know, that's being a teenager. I did the same exact thing. So even though she gave me a smart mouth, I look at her like, girl, but then I laugh because I'm I did the same thing. So
yeah, and
but you're not a bad or terrible.
And with listening to those songs, it kind of made me think about the things, and I just don't want you to go. That's the main theme, and the songs I was listening to, it was kind of I didn't want to be alone. Oh my god, I feel tears. So annoying. I didn't want to be alone. I didn't want to, not ever see you again. And it was just hurting, because I can't replace you. You're my mother, and I want you to be there for me when I do a lot of good things, and I don't, I don't know how to explain it, but
you explain it well. I understand. And I think that was my main concern too. Is like I don't, let's see. I don't think about the sickness or the disease that much. I more so think about, what if, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to miss so much of my daughter, her graduating, her going off to college, grandkids, and then,
Who said I was having kids?
Well, just that and the third, and then I also think about, my family, my mom, my dad and everything like that. So that's mostly what I think about. So that's how I know that, this is going to be, everything is going to be okay. Even though she do not like to talk about it as much as, I try to get her to talk about it, because I just don't want her to feel like, and I just want to know how she's feeling or whatever. But I do inform her every doctor visit, anything, something new. I try to, let her know still, like, hey, this is what they said today. Hey, this is, what they did today. To just still keep her informed, even though she don't want to talk about it to me, but still just to let her know, like, this is going on.
Yeah. And I would, like, during your first round, I did, like, tell you good luck and see if you were okay and stuff, So, yeah, I'm not completely apathetic to it. But just, I don't know how to open up. I just don't know how to open up to people. Yeah. Not like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know, because sometimes it's like with certain people, like with my friends, like it's easy to open up with them, because they open up with me, but with you, I've never like seen you cry. Like I've seen you cry, but I've never seen you like ever in a down moment, if that makes sense. And I mean, I have, but like not as much, so I just kind of like, oh, she won't understand it, or like she won't understand like certain stuff. And I just, like I said earlier, I kind of like brush it under the rug. Well, not brush it, I have ways of coping with it. Trying to stay positive, and but like, okay, the ways I cope are really, like, I want to get back into writing poetry, because I haven't wrote poetry in a long time. I want to get back, well, I have, but like not as much as I want.
So that is your outlet.
There's more.
Pretty much.
There's more. So is there any more questions?
Okay. What advice would you give if you found out that another teenager or a friend or somebody, a peer or whatever, it is going through the same thing that you're going through? How would you tell them, or how would you, what advice would you give them?
One advice I would give is that it's okay to cry. Like everyone, I thought like, oh, I should stay strong and I shouldn't be sad, because like a part of me thought it was kind of selfish in a way. But it's okay to cry, it's okay to cry in front of your parent. It's okay to cry when you're by yourself. You shouldn't be suppressing, is that the word? Yeah. Suppressing sadness, because that's what I did, and that had like a lot of bad consequences. Like, I started kind of being more standoffish, more distant, and I start getting like, I guess, more sensitive with things, than I used to before. And, you know, when you suppress any emotion, it's not going to make it good for yourself. So that's my advice. It's okay to cry, you know. Yeah.
And what about talking about it? Even though they're crying, like, would you suggest them talk to someone?
It depends if you're comfortable with talking to someone. Some people aren't comfortable with talking to some people. Talk to people who you know understand, you know, or people who can sympathize with you, or people who have gone through the same thing. Any more questions?
Do you feel like that you're being helpful around the house?
No. Okay, wait, let me retract. Because, I mean, I feel like there just isn't anything for me to do in a way, in a sense, because you're always home, right? So, you're always doing stuff. So, like, of course, so, you know, and usually when I get home, see, I know I don't help out a lot around the house, which is bad. Like, I know I don't. Like, I would, like, wash the dishes and take out the trash and stuff, but, like, or, like, clean my room, but, like, what? Anyway, I would do that stuff. Like, I wouldn't do anything, like, major, and I haven't really been doing it lately, because, like, I don't know, I just been really tired lately. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. And before you say, it's your phone, it's the iPhone, I'm just tired. It's probably my emotions or something. I don't know, like, maybe my Venus and my Mars sign aren't aligning, and yeah.
This that I'm going through, has it affected your performance or grades or anything like that in school? Or are you still pretty much focused?
I'm pretty focused, yeah. I mean, there's times where just like, I don't want to go to school. I wouldn't say it affects my performance or anything. I would say that it does affect, like, I guess social interaction. Yeah, it does affect social interaction.
Okay. Well, I don't have any more questions. And let me give you an update as well. This week is week 2 after my second round, and this week I feel okay. I feel good. It's just still just tiredness, but this week felt kind of better. When the days that I have a lot of energy, it does hit me at night, like, oh, I'm so tired. But this week felt good. Everything had cleared up eventually. So everything was good this week. So I just wanted to come to you guys, you know, with the video, because I know a lot of people was asking me how, you know, my daughter was taking the news, how she feels and everything, and she's okay. Like, we do keep in communication with one another. And I do tell her what's going on and everything. Is there anything you need to ask me?
No, not anything.
All right, guys. Again, this is my daughter, Shamari.
Hi. I mean, bye.
And I will talk to you later. Well, this week, because it'll be this Thursday would be my third round. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later on this week. All right, bye.